Is GMRS saving ham radio? I just got done activating a park and I had this thought for a video. Is GMRS really saving ham radio? Because in my experience, I want to give you my story. So I was looking for a way to communicate with my wife when we were on our bike rides. So I went through the whole rabbit hole about walkie-talkies and this stuff. And I, of course, stumbled across GMRS and ham radio. And I saw the cool buttons on the radio. I saw that stuff and was like, wow, this might be pretty cool to look into. And so I found some YouTubers and I started watching and figured out all the tones and like, wow, there's repeaters you can talk far away on, all this stuff, as a lot of you probably know. And I got my first set of radios, little Baofeng radios, and I got going on to GMRS. And the club here in Dallas has probably like over 1,000 members on the Facebook group, and I run a net for them now on Thursday nights, and I'll get anywhere from like 25 to 40 check-ins. So it's pretty active. You know, there's different people checking in every night. It's very, very active. If you hop on that repeater and call out, someone's going to call back. Like, it is always going. There's always someone there. So that being said, is GMRS going to save ham radio? Not that ham radio is dead, because it's not. But is GMRS the best way to get new ham radio operators on the frequencies, guys? Because I have convinced probably 10-ish people to take their test. I would say probably 6 have already took their test and got their technicians. And then there's more that like, oh, wow, like the more you talk about it on the GMRS repeater, the more you talk about ham radio, parks on the air, ham radio. I talked to a guy across the world, ham radio. Once you start talking HF on the GMRS repeater, these guys' ears perk up because they're already interested in radio. So if they're already interested in radio, isn't GMRS the best way to get new hams? So that's kind of where I'm at. I got my technician about 9 months ago. I got my general about almost 5 months ago now. And getting my general was the best thing I ever did as far as when it comes to radio. I mean, I love parks on the air, as you see from my channel. I love to tinker with things. I feel like I don't know anything, but I'm learning a lot. And the Elmers I've met, like, everyone's been super helpful. But I got into this world because I got a GMRS radio. And you know, there's some people will say like, oh, ham radio is not worth it. The repeaters are dead. The repeaters out here for ham radio in Dallas are not as active as the GMRS repeater. That's a fact. They're active, like there's people on them, but it is not like the GMRS repeater. The GMRS repeater has tons of people on it all the time. So ham clubs in my city should be on that GMRS repeater, because that is where your new members are. There's tons of young guys on there. There's all ages. From, I think we have a 16-year-old on there that's super smart, and we have all the way up to, like, you know, people in their retirement ages. There's a huge spectrum of guys on there, and they're all interested in radio. And trust me, they're going to have that aha moment with ham radio. They're going to go, oh my gosh, I can contact someone in Canada. Oh my gosh, I just contacted Europe. They're going to have that moment like I did, and then the next day start studying for their general. You know what I mean? So I think that all clubs should be involved. All ham radio clubs should be involved in GMRS in their town. If there's not a GMRS repeater in your town, put one up. I think it by far is the best way to get new people interested in ham radio, because they're already interested in radio. They're interested in a different spectrum of it. It's the same kind of thing. VHF, UHF, it's the same thing. They're on the 460. So it's like they're already gonna kind of know tones. They're already gonna know how to program a radio. All they gotta do is take their test now. Boom, more repeaters. Take another test. Boom, HF world, right? So, anyways, guys, not to beat it to death, but if you're in a ham radio club and you guys are not involved in GMRS, just for the getting new people into your club, you might be doing your club a disservice, because I really think that you'll be surprised on how many people you get interested by just going on that GMRS repeater and talking up ham radio like it should be talked up, because it's freaking awesome. I wish I got into ham radio right when I got my GMRS license, but I didn't know. I had to figure this out. I had to figure that out. OHF. You know, it's a rabbit hole. You got to go down the rabbit hole a little bit before you invest thousands of dollars into your stuff. So, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, thumbs up or thumbs down to GMRS. Comment down below GMRS if you watched it all the way through. Just comment GMRS if you watched it all the way through. And let me know how your clubs are or how your repeaters are in your town. I'm curious to know if maybe some of you are already doing this to get new ham operators. But man, oh man, I could preach this all day long. Get into GMRS as a ham radio operator, and you will get more GMRS guys to ham radio eventually. And on top of that, it's great emergency preparedness. There's tons of guys on the GMRS repeaters, and if it really goes down like Armageddon, aren't you going to want to talk to everybody? So that's it, guys. $35, got your license. Whole family can use the same call sign. GMRS is a no-brainer, and GMRS is the best gateway into ham radio. Thanks, guys. Peace.